You know, sometimes a late season NBA game just gives you everything you could ever ask for. I'm talking drama, tension, and a finish that's just absolutely wild. And that is exactly what we got when the Cavs and Warriors went at it, with the whole thing coming down to one chaotic final quarter. Let's break it down.
Seriously, this wasn't just another game on the calendar. It felt more like a powder keg just waiting for a spark. One hard foul led to a total meltdown, whistles flying everywhere, and the whole thing was still up for grabs in the final seconds. But before we can get to all those fourth quarter fireworks, we have to set the scene. Because really, one of the biggest stories of this game was about a player who wasn't even on the court. Coming into this one, these two teams were on completely different tracks. You had the Cavaliers, who were absolutely red hot, winning 7 of their last 9 games, looking like they could beat anybody, and then you had the Warriors, who were, well, they were just trying to stay afloat. And this is the big reason why. Stephen Curry, the absolute heart and soul of that Warriors team, was out. We're talking his 27th straight game on the sideline with that nagging knee injury. The whole team, the whole city, was just counting down the days until his return, but for this game, they had to go into battle without their leader. But here's the thing, even without Curry, this game was no blowout, not even close. For 3.5 quarters, it was just a gritty, tough, back-and-forth fight, with guys on both sides really stepping up. For the Cavs, it was their stars, you know? Donovan Mitchell and Max Strus were carrying the offensive load like they do. But for the Warriors, they got this unexpected and frankly desperately needed spark from a couple of their younger players, Santos and Brandin Podziemski, who were just fighting like crazy to fill that massive hole left by Steph. And just look at how even the scoring was. It's kind of wild. Mitchell and Strus, they combined for 49 points for Cleveland. But then you look at the other side, Santos and Podziemski each dropped 25 points, 25 apiece, for a total of 50. I mean, it was a perfectly matched duel. And then the fourth quarter happened. All that tension that had been simmering right below the surface the whole game, well, it finally just boiled over and exploded into this one crazy sequence that completely changed everything. 9 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. Remember that time, because this is the precise moment where just a regular basketball play completely spiraled out of control into a mess of tempers and technical fouls. Okay, let's just break down this mayhem. It all starts with a hard foul by Schroder on Cryer. The refs take a look and boom, they upgrade it to a flagrant 1. And you know who gets involved next, right? Of course, Draymond Green comes in, shoves Schroder, and gets a tech. Then, not even 7 seconds later, Schroder gets his own tee. And to cap it all off, the Cavs coach gets one too. It was absolute chaos. So after all that craziness, with emotions just running off the charts, the game was still right there, hanging in the balance. It was going to come down to who could keep their cool and make a play. And one guy did just that. 54 seconds left. We're under a minute to play. The crowd is going absolutely bananas. Every single possession feels like life or death. This is what it's all about, right? And who was it? It was Max Strus. He'd been scoring all night long, and he gets himself a clean look from deep. He doesn't hesitate for a second. He just lets it fly and drills it. An absolute dagger of a three-pointer that just silenced the place and put the game away.
And that, as they say, was all she wrote. The final horn sounds, and the scoreboard reads 118 to 111. A really hard-fought, kind of chaotic, but in the end, a thrilling win for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
So, after a game that intense, what does it all mean in the grand scheme of things? Let's take a quick look at how this one game impacts the standings for both of these teams moving forward.
So here's the bottom line. For Cleveland, this win is huge. It really helps them keep their spot near the top of a packed Eastern Conference. But for Golden State, man, this is just another brutal loss. It pushes them further down the ladder and makes their path to the playoffs just that much tougher. Which leaves us with the biggest question of all, doesn't it? The Warriors have somehow stayed afloat for 27 games without their leader, and his return is right around the corner. But after a gut punch of a loss like this one, you really have to wonder, is it too little, too late, or can the return of one superstar be enough to light a fire under this team and save their season? I guess we're all about to find out.